Thank you for joining me today. We're going to start laying on our backs. Going to have a bend in the knees, soles of the feet close towards the seat here. Make sure you've got room, you're nice and comfortable as you draw back. We're going to have our knees touching, have the feet a bit wider, and the arms by our side. We can bring our index finger and thumb to touch here if that feels good. We're going to lift the chest, roll the shoulders back, and begin to steady the breath here. We're laying here with our legs like this, so we can allow the base of the spine to really surrender and draw into the earth. We want to make sure we're doing the same thing with the rest of the body here. So the arms are lengthened, the shoulders are dropped away from the ears, and they're drawing back. The face is soft, the skin is relaxed. There's no tension here between the brows. The jaw's relaxed. Maybe we part our lips slightly. Just relax here. And let's come to the chest. We take a deep inhalation, filling the lungs all the way to the top here. And as we exhale, we feel the spine engage, the side body draw down towards the earth, and the base of the spine release. The legs are relaxed. We're going to spread the toes and anchor down on the inner and outer arches of the feet here. Soften through the arms and continue with those long breaths. Just bring the awareness to the center of the body here. As we focus on the breath, we're drawing the awareness inwards, just focusing on ourselves, our practice today, and having fun with the flow. We're going to start to draw the knees to the right ever so slightly. And then with the breath, inhale to center. And exhale, they fall to the left. Taking one more round each side. And now we move towards the left. We start to come to center here. We're going to heel toe the feet in line with the hips and float the knees in towards the chest. We're squeezing them in here. Keep the spine and the shoulders engaged with the earth. I'm going to extend that left leg away. You're going to hug that right knee in. Working through the hip flex so we feel the length in the body. And then interlace the hands behind that right thigh. We're going to extend the legs, sole the feet towards the ceiling. Keep the shoulders drawing back. And on the inhale, you're going to start to draw it in towards the chest here. Keep lengthening through that leg. Good, once more, inhale, drawing in. Exhale. Arms by your side. Begin to extend that leg down. We're going to hover and hold at the bottom. And then inhale, draw in. Exhale, lower. Good, working with the breath, drawing up, nice and steady, not rushing here. Trying to keep that leg lengthened as much as we can. We're lowering. And we start to draw up, pushing out to the sole of the foot. And then draw it in. You're going to bend that knee, left hand to the outside of that right thigh. Sweep it across to the left, you're turning your head to the right. Breathing through the side body here for the ribs expand. And exhale, draw that right shoulder down. Start to come to center. Hug that knee in once more. And on the exhale, floating and swapping sides here, lengthening that right leg away, hugging that left knee in. Squeezing here, feel the length. And then interlace the hands behind that left thigh. Extend that leg, sole the foot towards the ceiling. Flexing here, toes pointed towards the head. And inhale, start to squeeze it in. Exhale, hold. Move with the breath once more. Arms by your side, extend through that top leg. And on the exhale, start to lower and hover. Go within the length of the body. Inhale, you're drawing it up. Exhale, down. Good, few more rounds here. Good. On the next inhale, you're going to keep that leg lifted, push away from the base of the spine, and bend that knee. Right hand to the outside of that left thigh. Sweep it towards the right, turn your head to the left. Softening through the shoulders here, allowing the body to fall where it will. Coming to center, hugging both knees in towards the chest here. Extend both legs out, soles of the feet towards the ceiling. Keep pushing away, soften through the shoulders. Good, feel the core activate. And bend the knees, cross the ankles here. We're going to meet in an easy seat. You can take a few rolls. And just making our way here. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. On the exhale, you're going to draw to the right hand behind, left hand on that right thigh. We're going to draw out of the fingertips here. And on the exhale, begin to twist, pinging that shoulder back. You keep moving through the twist here with those exhales. With control, we're moving the arms to center, and then the other side, right hand to left thigh, left hand behind. Lengthening through. And exhale, twist. We start to come to center, the hands come forward, you're on your knees. Unravel the legs here, coming into our tabletop. Spread the fingers, wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Let's move through our cat-cows here. On the inhale, drop the belly, lift the head and tailbone. Exhale, push away and round through. Really hear your breath here, you're drawing up. Find that pinch of the tailbone as it lifts. And exhale, any stale energy here. One more round. And exhale. We're going to come into a neutral spine. We're tucking the toes under. We're going to lift the shins, send the weight back, hover and hold. Start to feel the energy build here. We have a long spine. On the inhale, you're going to draw forwards to plank. Lengthen through the body. Knees down, release the feet and lower the chest here. Inhale, you're going to lengthen through and rise to cobra. On the exhale, extend a child's pose. Inhale, round forward, lengthen through to tabletop. Bend the elbows, melt the chest. This time we're going to press up, tap the toes under, downward facing dog. Gaze at the knees here, pressing out of the hands, feeling the hips scoop up. Let's bend the knees, hover the shins above the earth. And lengthen through, inhale, plank. Knees down, melt the heart. And rise, cobra. This time, shifting the weight back to downward facing dog. On the next inhale, sweeping that right leg towards the sky, point the toes, three-legged dog. Keep the weight even out the hands here. And we're going to bend that knee, step that foot forwards. Left knee draws down, release the back foot and rise. Low lunge here. Palms are facing in, we're lifting that chest, gaze up. Begin to cross the thumbs, butterfly hands, look forwards. Left toes tuck under, lift that back leg, we're strong, we're holding. Keep sending the arms back, find that back bend. And on the next exhale, frame that front foot. Stepping back, downward facing dog. Flowing for our vinyasa here, forwards to plank. Knees down or further forward, chaturanga. Rising for cobra or upward facing dog. And shifting it back, downward facing dog. Steadying with the breath. Inhale, left leg towards the sky, pointing the toes. And stepping that foot forwards. You're on the fingertips. Right knee draws down, release the back foot and rise here. Bring the drop of the shoulders, holding that balance here. And cross the thumbs, butterfly hands, look forwards, right toes tuck under, lift that back leg, come into the back bend. And start to release. We're framing that front foot, downward facing dog. Flowing through to plank and working for our vinyasa. Meeting in downward facing dog here. Taking a few breaths, spreading those fingers, feeling the weight draw out. We're going to inhale, right leg towards the sky, three-legged dog here. Weight even out the hands. And then we're going to bend that knee, turn up towards the ceiling and squeeze that foot close towards the glute. Keep sending the weight away. And we're going to step into warrior one. Right foot to the inside of the right hand, left foot 45 degrees. Our hips are square facing forwards. We send the arms back and we rise. Gonna have a bend in my knees and line with the ankle here. I'm gonna lift the chest, find a small back bend. And now look forwards. I'm gonna turn my left foot in. I'm gonna sink that back heel down, high crescent lunge. Right hand comes to right thigh. I'm extending through that left arm here. Working into this back bend. I'm going to sweep my left fingertips down here, right arm up towards the sky. And right hand to the inside of that right foot. Left foot down 45 degrees. I'm lengthening through with my left arm, anchoring down that back foot here. I'm coming onto my right fingertips, going to inhale, rise, warrior two. Feeling those strong legs, my hips are starting to open here. I'm going to reach forwards, flip the palms, send it back for reverse warrior, working into that side body, still sinking into that front knee. Going to inhale, lengthen. And on the next exhale, come forwards, turn that left foot in, I'm framing that front foot. And I'm stepping it back for downward facing dog. Begin to flow through, forwards to plank, knees down or chaturanga. Meeting in downward facing dog. And next inhale, left leg towards the sky. Keep lifting. And then bend that knee, turn it up towards the ceiling here. Stepping that foot to the inside of the left hand. Right foot 45 degrees. Sweeping the arms back, coming into my warrior one. Right hips coming forwards. If you need to, make space, widen your stance. Lifting up, 4 mini back bend. Looking forwards, right foot turns in, I'm sinking lower. High crescent lunge. Left hand, right thigh, extend that right arm, drop the left shoulder, work into the back bend. And right fingertips down towards the earth. I'm extending through up with that left arm. And working in the other direction, left hand to the inside the foot, right foot 45. Right arm draws up here. Pressing down to the outer edge of my right foot. I'm on my left fingertips, I inhale, rise, warrior two. Feel yourself drawing into that front knee. Reach forwards, flip the palm, reverse warrior. Starting to draw forwards, I'm going to frame that front foot, turn that right foot in, downward facing dog. Flowing through my vinyasa, we're going to meet in downward facing dog. I'm looking forwards. I'm going to step or hop the feet towards the hands. I'm going to fold here. I'm hinging from the hips. I'm tucking my chin in. And hands on shins, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Have a bend in the knees. I'm going to roll up nice and slow. Good, and releasing here. Lovely. So we want to make sure we've got a tiny bit of room in front of us here, but also room to step back behind us. My feet are under the hips, the toes are forwards. I'm going to hug my right knee in towards the chest here. Drawing out of that standing leg, working through my hip flexor. I'm then going to take the sole of my right foot. I can curve through my spine. I'm going to send that leg away, pushing that foot into the hand, trying to lift out of my standing leg. Couple more breaths here. I'm going to work to keep that leg lifted. I'm pushing away, hands to chest center. I'm going to sweep it round towards the right into my warrior three. Pushing that back foot away, the legs hip height. Then I'm going to step that right foot forwards to chair, lowering down, lengthening the arms by the ears. Weight into the heels. Coming low. And on the next exhale, I'm going to fold. Halfway lift. And release. Bend the knees, step a jump back to plank. Flowing through. Meeting in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg towards the sky, point those toes. I'm extending through my flow now. Right knee, right elbow towards the left. Center. I'm sending that leg back up towards the sky. I'm going to bend the knee at the top, open up. Squeeze that foot close towards the glute, press out of the hands. And I'm stepping forwards to my warrior one here. Right foot to the inside of that right hand, left foot 45 degrees. Sweeping up here. Come into my back bend. High crescent lunge. Side body back bend here. Right hand, left thigh, reaching back. As I come forwards, left fingertips towards the earth, I'm going to spring up for a revolved half moon, picking up that left leg here, trying to get that leg hip height, right wrist in line with the shoulder. Right hand to the right far corner of the mat, coming into my half moon. I'm turning my left foot out here, releasing that top arm. I'm pushing away with my back foot. I'm going to bend my right knee and step it into warrior two, lifting here. Feel the opening, that front thigh is splaying out. And then straighten my front leg. I'm going to inhale, hinge forwards and come into triangle as I lower the gazes up. My gaze is down. I'm going to come to pistol squat variation, bending that right knee. Left hand comes down, left foot turns in. I'm going to bend my left knee, bring that foot close towards me, right hand to the outside of that left foot and extend it up. I'm pushing away from the earth here. Really pressing that foot into the arm, feeling that stretch in my shoulders. I'm going to press out of my left hand, draw that foot in, step it back and come into ninja. Right foot turns in. I'm going to inside of that right thigh, gaze at my left foot. Good, anchoring down, releasing into that hamstring here. Coming forwards to frame that right foot here. Right hand behind the right calf, I'm on my left fingertips. Bend my left knee, bringing it up for standing splits. drawing yourself in. Stepping forwards for chair. Light into the heels, lengthen through the spine. And on the next exhale, we fold. Halfway lift. And release. Bend the knees, step or jump back. We're flowing through. Rising here. And meeting in downward facing dog. I'm sweeping that right leg towards the sky. And I'm going to step that foot forwards in between the hands. Knee in line with the ankle, hands to chest center. Bend that left knee, I'm drawing up for my warrior three. To then float up into mountain pose, reaching up here. And exhale, release. Good, feet under the hips. Really opening through those palms here, just taking a few moments to settle back into our practice. Feeling supported from the earth and grounded here. I'm going to come into the other side now. So I'm drawing that left knee in towards the chest, squeezing it in here, drawing out of my standing leg. And I'm taking the sole of my left foot here. I'm going to extend forwards, pushing away. Trying to draw out of my standing leg a bit more. Feeling that extension as much as we can. That knee draws in slightly, hands to chest center, and start to extend it out towards the left, trying to keep it hip height as we draw in to warrior three. Stepping forwards to chair. Weight into the heels, the spine is long. On the inhale, you lengthen through the fingertips here. And on the exhale, we fold. Halfway lift. And release. Bend the knees, floating through our vinyasa. Good. Cobra upward facing dog to meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg towards the sky, point those toes. Keep lifting. And then left knee, left elbow. To the right, center. Sweeping it back, turn that knee up towards the ceiling at the top, squeezing the foot close towards the glute. Stepping into warrior one. Left foot to the inside of the left hand, right foot 45. Sweep the arms back and we rise here. Finding our back bend. Look forwards, right foot turns in, high crescent lunge. Send that right heel back. And left hand, right thigh, extend through that top arm here. Right fingertips towards the earth, keeping the gaze towards the left, revolve half moon, bend that right knee and spring that leg up, left arm to the sky. Keep drawing the back leg hip height here. And in the other direction for half moon. Soft bend to that left knee, left hand top left corner and turn that right foot out. Bend that left knee, step the right foot back. Inhale, warrior two. My knees drawing out here, I'm open, I'm pressing down to the outer edges of that right foot. And then straightening my front leg here. Inhale, hinge from the hips, and exhale, lower for our triangle. Wrist under the shoulders, or it's resting on our inside of our calf. Gaze up. Good, it's a big stretch here, feels good. Gonna bend that left knee, right hand comes down, turn that right foot in. Inhale, we're lengthening here. And we're going to hop that right knee in towards us, take the outside of that right leg, right foot, and kick it forwards. Go pistol squat variation here. Pressing out that right hand. We're lifting, we're pressing away. We feel the stretches here. Bend that knee, press away, step it back, left foot turns in, you're on the right heel. Ninja. Lengthen through the spine. Shoulders are back. And come towards the front of the mat as that left foot turns out, set a right foot in. Left hand behind the calf, bend that right knee, drawing up for our standing splits, drawing yourself in. Bend that left knee, right foot steps in, rise to your chair. On the next exhale, we fold. Halfway lift. And release. Bend the knees, let's flow through. Drawing back and lowering down. To find that opening, soften the shoulders and downward facing dog. As we come forwards, we're going to sweep that left leg up towards the sky and step that foot in between the hands. Hands to chest center. Bend that right knee and we're springing up here for our warrior three. Floating it up. And it comes to meet the left as we draw up here and release into mountain pose. Get about done. We're going to extend through that flow one more time here. So really get familiar with the postures, try and make it a bit more dynamic, smoother transitions, and just having fun with the flow. Feet are under the hips, toes are forwards. Hugging that right knee in towards the chest. We're drawing up here. Taking the sole of the foot, both hands, extend forwards. Pushing away as much as we can. We're going to draw that knee in, and when we come to dancer's pose, that foot comes behind. We're taking the inside of the foot and kicking it in towards the hand. We're finding that lift. As we release, we slowly step that foot back on the balls of the feet and draw up for high crescent lunge. We're going to bend that right knee, take a pulse, drop the knee, and draw it up. Hands to chest center. Draw forwards to our warrior three, picking that right leg up here. You got this, all the balances, we're strong. And forwards to chair. Even out in the legs, setting the weight back. And exhale, fold. Halfway lift. You got this, we're working for a vinyasa. We release, draw it back and float through. Meeting in downward facing dog. Right leg towards the sky. This time, right knee towards the chest. Lengthen out one-legged plank, pushing away, and drive out to the obliques, three-legged dog. Bend that knee, turn it up towards the ceiling. Squeeze that foot close towards the glute. We're then going to step that foot to the left here, lifting the hips and chest for wild thing. Keep pressing out of the hand, lifting here. I'm going to come into one-legged chaturanga sweep. As my right hand comes down, I'm sweeping that right foot across. Pressing out of the hands, I keep the foot engaged with the earth as I lower, sweep it back. Inhale, rise. Downward facing dog. I'm looking forwards, I'm stepping that right foot to the inside of the right hand. Left foot 45. Sweeping back, rise, warrior one. back bend. Look forwards, high crescent lunge, work that heel down as much as we can. Right hand, left thigh, looking behind you, keeping that balance. Revolved half moon, right fingertips down, springing that left leg up, right arm draws up here. Half moon, right hand top right corner, turn that left foot out, left arm draws up. Bend that right knee, warrior two here. Left hand's going to come to my right hip. I'm going to draw forwards. I'm going to flip the palm, send it back, reverse warrior. I'm going to come into my side angle pose, right forearm, right thigh. Extend that left arm, my side body's long. Gaze is up. And now my right hand drops to the inside of the foot. If I want to, I can lengthen my stance here. We can stay here, or we can take the bind. Right shoulder rounds forwards, left hand comes to catch it behind. You hug the hips in, shoulders back. Gaze down. Release the bind, left hand comes down, left foot turns in, drawing into our pistol squat. Hugging the knee in, taking it outside that left foot, extend. Keep drawing up. Drawing it back in, stepping it back, ninja pose, inside that right thigh, gaze at your left foot, lengthen through. Good, and we come to frame that front foot now, right foot turns out, left foot's in. From here, side plank, right foot meets the left, drawing that right arm up, we're pushing out of the earth. We can come back to our one-legged chaturanga sweep. As the right hand comes down, sweep that right foot across, press out of the earth, and bend the elbows, sweep back. We rise. Good job. Downward facing dog. A few steady breaths here. Feeling your alignment, feeling the strength in our power, in our flow. We look forward. We're going to step or hop into Malasana. Feet to the outside of the hands, knees turned out, low squat here. Hands towards the center of your chest, you're lengthening out of the spine. Good, just a few more steady breaths here. I'm going to keep the knees wide, the seat low, activate through the glutes here as we start to draw up. Heel toe the feet in under the hips. We're finding in how we draw the arms up. And exhale, release. Good job. So one more time with this big flow here. Just feeling my breath, feeling comfortable. Always coming back to the feet and working up, softening through the shoulders. I'm hugging my left knee in towards the chest here. Good, we got this. Sole the foot, I'm taking it with both hands. I'm extending that leg out. Pushing away. Trying to draw up and out of that standing leg. Drawing that knee in. I'm taking that foot from the inside for my dancer's pose. Kicking that foot into the hand, finding that lift as that right arm draws forwards. As I slowly release, I step it back for high crescent lunge, drawing the arms up, finding my lift here, my back leg is strong. I'm looking forward, so I'm going to take a pulse. Left knee draws down. Inhale, lift. Hands to chest center. Draw the shoulders back. And I'm springing that left leg up for warrior three. Stepping forwards to chair. On the next exhale, fold. Halfway lift. And release. Drawing back, and we're lowering here. Cobra, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. I'm sweeping that left leg towards the sky here. And then left knee in towards the chest. Extending out one-legged plank to three-legged dog. Turn that knee up towards the ceiling, squeeze that foot in. And step that foot to the right here. Drawing the hips and chest up for wild thing, arm overhead. Good, keep pressing out to the hand. And with control, I'm sweeping to one-legged chaturanga. That left hand comes down, left foot sweeps all the way around, pressing out to the earth, and sweep it lower here. Rising, and meeting in downward facing dog. I'm stepping that left foot to the inside of the left hand, right foot 45, sweeping the arms back for my warrior one. Right hips drawing forwards, finding my back bend. Look forwards, high crescent lunge, turn the right foot in. Left hand, right thigh, draw that top arm up. Revolved half moon, right fingertips down. Bend that right knee with spring and lifting it here. To my half moon. Bend that left knee slightly to help you. Left hand down, right arm up. Push away with that back foot. Bend that left knee with control. We step that right foot back and rise for warrior two. Right hand comes to my left hip. I'm going to reach forward, split the palm, reverse warrior. Going to draw forwards, left forearm, left thigh, side angle pose here. Gaze up, we're opening through the chest here, have a long line in the body. And left hand down to the inside, that foot. I'm going to lengthen my stance, make myself just a bit longer here. Stay here, or take the bind. Left shoulder rolls in, right hand comes behind you. Draw the hips in, shoulders back. If we can, gaze up. Lovely, gaze down here. Release the bind, right hand down, right foot turns in. Springing forwards for our pistol squat variation. Take the outside of the foot, stepping forwards. Go push away with that foot on that hand. And press away. We're stepping that foot back. Left foot turns in, you're on the right heel. Extend through the spine. Come forwards to frame that front foot, turn the left foot out, right foot in. Left foot's going to meet the right in our side plank here. And then as the left hand comes down, left foot comes all the way around for our one-legged chaturanga sweep. Press out, and then bend the elbows, sweep it back. We rise. And downward facing dog. Good, feeling our breath here. Pressing out to the hands, feeling the hips scoop up. We're going to come back to our original flow here. Just feeling the body, feeling our strength. We're going to bend the knees, hover and hold the shins above the earth. Keep drawing the weight back. On the next inhale, lengthen forwards to plank. Drop the knees, lower the chest, keep the hips high. Rolling forward for cobra. And on the exhale, extend the child's pose. Take a big breath in, and on the exhale, send that seat back. If we can, we bring the forehead down towards the earth. Okay, we're feeling the length of the spine here, the ease in the body. Feel the ribs expand and contract onto the thighs here. Feel that connection. The breath is big, it's serving you here. We're going to start to draw the hands round to the right. We're going to have the left hand come on top of the right hand here. Take a big breath in. And on the exhale, draw that left seat towards that left heel. Begin to fold here. Just feeling the stretch in the side body, giving in. Start to draw the hands to center and then towards the left. Right hand over the left here. Take a big inhale and exhale, right seat towards the right heel. Hands to center, lengthening through, and then start to come onto your heels here. We're taking a seat, rolling the shoulders back, lift the tailbone, chest forwards. And exhale, release, neutral spine here. We're going to come towards the center of our mat for a wide-legged stance here. So we're opening up the legs as much as we can. We're keeping the thighs rolling out here, so drawing out. I want to sweep my arms up overhead. I'm going to sink down to that left side, coming to the inside here. My gaze is up. I'm making sure my arm is staying slightly behind my head. It's not forwards. It means I can open up through the chest here. Get lengthening through, working a bit deeper, keeping my thighs rolling out. And center. Coming towards the right side, taking the inside here. Sticking that left arm overhead. Thighs are rolling out. I'm sinking deeper with the exhales. Inhale, center. I'm going to take that one more time each side. Notice if you can sink deeper now as we're working into the legs, into the side body. Coming to center with control, lengthen out to the spine and then to the right side. Coming to center here, I'm going to start to walk the arms forwards, coming into my fold. Thighs are rolling out still. I'm hinging from the hips. I'm trying to lower my belly down here. Extending through the spine, chucking my chin in. Thighs are rolling out. Taking steady breaths here. I'm going to start to walk the hands in. I'm going to take the outside of my thighs and draw the knees in here. Good, with control. Give yourself a hug with the shins, squeezing in, feeling the length of the spine. I'm going to take the soles of my feet. I'm just going to pick up the heels here, working into that little balance. And I'm extending the legs here. Pressing the feet into the hands, lengthening through the spine, drawing the chest forwards towards the thighs. I'm going to bend the knees. I'm going to draw the feet in close towards the pelvic floor here. Interlace the hands behind. And I'm opening through the hips here. Maybe my elbows come to my calves. Apply a bit of pressure. Keep that spine long, shoulders back. And I move with the breath. Inhale, you extend. Exhale, we lower. Releasing here. Good, starting to draw out. Hands to the outside of the thighs, knees in. I'm extending my left leg away. The foot is flexed, toes pointed towards me. Drawing that right foot across the left thigh. Right hand comes behind. I can stay here hugging my right thigh, or I can draw that left arm in front and just start to twist through that a bit more. I'm drawing out of the right hand, not sinking in here. If you have it, we can take the bind by threading that left arm through. Right hand comes behind. You keep drawing the shoulder back, applying pressure to that thigh here so you can twist through, back into that hip flexor. And coming to center, I'm going to take peace fingers around that right big toe, or my hand to shin, depending how much space I have, and extend that leg out here. I'm lifting, drawing it high, drawing out of the spine. And coming to center to fold with my leg here, both arms draw forwards. Pressing the back of the legs into the earth. Slowly I draw up. I draw my left knee in. And then across to the right here. Hugging that thigh, left hand sweeps behind, or I'm drawing that right arm in front of that left thigh. Inhale, I lengthen. Exhale, I twist. Staying here or threading that right hand through the gap here. Left hand comes to meet the right. Keeping that foot flexed, drawing through. As I come to center, right hand to hip, left peace fingers around that left big toe. I'm extending that leg out towards the left, driving that chest forwards. Keep lifting. And then start to come to center. I'm folding here, lengthening through. Good, pressing the back of the legs into the earth once more. We feel good. And releasing here, softening, getting ready for our Shavasana. I'm going to start to draw up, hands by my side, working those knees in, soles of the feet in, seat close. Slowly lowering here. I'm extending the arms. I'm going to sway the hips side to side. Just easing out of any tension there may be in the base of the spine. I come to center. I press my hands into the earth, soles of the feet into the earth. I'm going to lift my hips for a bridge here. Keep lifting. Pressing it out of the feet. Drawing the shoulders back. And slowly I begin to release. Extend that left leg away, drawing that right knee in. And then drawing that thigh across with the left hand, extending my right arm here. Good, maybe I'll lift that knee a bit higher, just to work deeper into the hip flexor. I come towards center, and I extend that right leg away, hug that left knee in. And I take the outside of that left thigh, sweep it across to the right. And my head turns to the left. Keeping both shoulders engaged with the earth here. As I start to come to center, I'm going to come into my Shavasana, my corpse pose here. I'm lengthening the legs away. The feet are splaying out, arms by my side. I'm lifting the chest, rolling the shoulders back. And as I come to my breath, I'm feeling the energy of the practice wash over me here. allowing the body to soften, surrender, find its natural rhythm. Enjoy the stillness here. When we come back to that body scan, there's no tension between the brows, the jaw's relaxed, and maybe we part our lips. The shoulders are drawn back and down, and there's so much space here now in the chest for the breath to move with ease. With that, we take a big inhale. As we exhale, we feel the side body draw down, the base of the spine come closer towards the earth. We notice the legs are relaxed, the palms are facing up. And we stay with the breath, the stillness here. We relax with our Shavasana. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.